California. You been to Pittsburgh, Tom?
Donkey Kong.
Now, this is the introduction of Mario.
Right. I believe.
Before we learned that he had a brother.
Right.
Luigi. Or, as 6-year-old Tim thought, his name was Lou Guy.
Lou Guy.
Yeah, I couldn't read that good. I didn't know about soft G's.
Yeah, at this point, we thought Mario might be a...
Did you say Mario
No,
or
I'm
Mario?
not saying it now. Mario. We thought Mario might be
Tom, my first week at college,
Yeah,
playing Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I started calling it Mario Kart. They all laughed at me, Tom.
Yeah, you think that didn't happen to me at college, Tim?
Guess what?
But I stood my ground.
Oh, I succumbed. It's
Yeah.
Mario, and
No,
it will
it's
be till the
Mario.
day I die.
It's Mario.
You're trash.
Mario,
You're Long
Mario.
Island trash, Tom.
I don't care, Tim. That's one place where I won't. I will not bow down to what the rest of America tells me.
All right.
Donkey Kong Jr.
I don't know what that is.
That was when you were Donkey Kong Jr. and you had to save Donkey Kong from Mario. Mario is the bad guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
really flipped the whole thing on its head.
It's a regular Wicked situation, right?
Yeah.
You really, you
it
see
really
it
made
from
you
a different
think,
perspective.
well, who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy?
Yeah.
All depends on your perspective. Double Dragon 2, The Revenge.
No Double Dragon 1?
No, apparently not.
As stated earlier, games for scumbags. What is it? You just walk around fighting people?
Yeah, kicking and punching them.
Yeah, like a bunch of scumbags.
Come on. Dr. Mario.
Love it.
I don't think I've ever played Dr. Mario.
It's like Tetris.
Right.
Except you got to match things up.
It just seemed like Tetris that was more based on colors, right?
Yeah, but
Than
here's
anything
the
else.
thing.
Maybe I'm colorblind and I just don't know it.
Well, I'll tell you this, Tom.
Uh-huh.
It's color and pattern based.
Okay.
And Mario apparently took the time between rescuing the princess to go to medical school. Mm-hmm. Has he got one of those circle reflective things?
Right,
that
and
a
a
doctor
stethoscope.
wears?
Yeah.
What does that do?
That's a good question.
Was that like before they had like
I
lights?
think it was before they had flashlights. It was like, well, we'll just put a mirror on your head and maybe sometimes that will catch the light a little bit. For a long time, I thought it was like, this is going to make me sound stupid.
Well, the shoe fits.
That if they thought somebody was dead, the doctor would put that over their mouth and see if they could see their breath on it. But I was like, how often is a doctor checking if somebody's dead?
Yeah.
That they got to keep this on their head
all
the
the
whole
time.
Yeah.
Maybe shitty doctors.
Right. And, at some point you think they would just carry around a hand mirror.
Yeah. Or just like learn how to check a pulse.
Right.
I think a doctor has other ways of knowing that you're dead.
Yeah, they can poke you.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Dummy. Wake up.
Hey, there's free pizza.
I remember having a mind-blowing moment playing Dr. Mario and then hearing...
Mind-blowing. Did you think you made a medical discovery?
Yeah, no. It was a breakthrough, Tom, is what we call it. And then I heard, guess what? It's coming to the Game Boy.
Yeah.
It's like the Game Boy. You know what the Sega Genesis commercial tells me?
What?
It's the color of pea soup. How are they going to do Dr. Mario?
Yeah.
Or at the time I was thinking in my head Mario on Dr. Mario on that pea soup screen.
Right.
Guess what? Mm-hmm. Just different shades and patterns.
Ah.
It worked great. And many a car trip.
You had Dr. Mario for Game Boy?
And guess what they prescribed? A little DM, Dr. Mario.
I never had Dr. Mario for Game Boy because I always kind of saw I already got Tetris. If I wanna scratch that itch,
it's different. It's a similar itch,
right?
But for me, I don't like punching and kicking.
Well, Tetris didn't have any of that.
Exactly. So I'm working within a genre here,
right?
I'll jump on the head of a Koopa Troopa any day of the week,
right?
But if you want me to punch and kick, no. There's a whole slew of games, a whole genre of games that so I got to go deep within the genres that I like.
Do you think Dr. Mario got his medical degree in the Mushroom Kingdom or in the real world? Probably the Mushroom Kingdom, or else they would have mentioned that he was a doctor in the first Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, but who knows what the timeline looked like?
No. Maybe he was disbarred.
I mean, he was not a lawyer. There was a game like Mario Esquire.
Oh, that'd be a great game. Yeah. There's got to be a game where he's a lawyer.
Yeah, like opening and closing briefcases.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Next game, Excite Bike.
I liked Excite Bike.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
Yeah.
I feel like that game would hold up because that was one where it was kind of about like when to put the front tire up and down, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because you were going over jumps and stuff. Yeah, I play games like that now on my iPhone. Final Fantasy.
Never got into
You
that.
never got into them?
No.
I played Final Fantasy X for PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
No, and I played Final Fantasy VII for PlayStation 1.
Here's the thing. I'm not against these games.
Right. I never beat either of them. I put maybe 300 hours into each and got nowhere near the end.
I never played Final Fantasy for the same reasons. I've never seen like more than 5 minutes of any Star Trek thing. Because it's like, if I'm going to do this,
yeah,
I have
there are no fair weather fans of it.
Severe obsessive compulsive disorder.
Right.
I'm either doing all of it or I'm doing none of it.
No, and these are things, nobody is like a casual Final Fantasy fan. They're like, oh yeah, I played like a little bit. It's like, no, this is like what I do. Or just like, no, I've never tried it.
And none of those people are interesting. Gallagher smashes the watermelons.
Yeah. No, Tim, no. This is different. It's a shooting game.
Galaga.
Yeah. Oh. So you've played Galaga.
No, I've never.
But you've played shooting games.
Yeah, what is
where
it?
Where you're like a ship?
Yeah.
I don't know
those stress me out too much because stuff never stops coming.
Yeah. No, it never stops. It's like life. It's a life simulator in a lot of ways.
I don't need a life simulator.
Ghosts and Goblins.
That I don't think I've ever actually played.
Really?
Yeah.
Tim, when you get hit enough, your armor falls off and you're in your underpants. Running around.
Well, this sounds hilarious.
Yeah, no, it's great in that way.
Underpants in a video game? Mm-hmm. Well, now I've seen it all.
Yeah. Ghosts and Goblins is a good game.
All right.
Gradius. Great. I think that's another shooter game.
Yeah.
Ice Climber. I feel like that's a very old game as well.
Yeah.
Kid Icarus.
People, I've heard that referenced. I don't know the deal. You fly?
You fly. Yeah, you're like
Too
Icarus.
You've got
the wax wings on your back.
Wow.
I remember.
But it's his son. It's like a James Bond Jr. situation.
No, I don't think it's a James Bond Jr. situation. And James Bond Jr. was his nephew, Tim.
Then why the hell was he a junior?
I don't know, but they didn't want to. James Bond. They didn't want to be like, oh, this is James Bond's illegitimate son.
Well, you don't think he had any?
Yeah, but they weren't gonna. They don't know. They were never told who their dad was. Kid Icarus was in
Who
that.
do you think is?
Continue.
James Bond or Donald Trump?
The next one, Kirby's Adventure.
It was a great game. He's pink.
I've never played Kirby.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is one that was
a friend of mine, Sean. Had that game, and he was like a big Kirby head.
Yeah,
like I feel like he had a Kirby toy, even.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's a.
He was in deep.
Kirby was like at the very, very tail end of the Nintendo, right? I feel like that was like one of the last games that came out.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the Super Nintendo might have been out already.
It'd be like, why didn't you just wait and make this for SNES?
Right. But at the same time, those are always the games that are like pushing the technological limitations of the system the furthest.
Right.
Before that game, they couldn't make pink in any of the games.
I don't know if that's true.
It is. Mario Brothers. Not Super Mario
Never
Brothers.
played it.
Tim.
No idea.
You've never played regular Mario Brothers with the POW?
Why would I go for something that's not Super if the Super's available for me?
Because maybe when you were a little kid, you didn't have an NES. You only had Atari, and Atari only had Mario Brothers.
You had an Atari?
Yeah.
I was a Commodore 64 household.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
See, in my mind, those were scumbags.
But you're goddamn dumb.
Mega Man 2. Not Mega Man 1. Mega Man 2.
Never got into the Mega Men.
Yeah. I believe Mega Man 2, it's kind of like that's the one that's like that's when they like really figure it out. That's like the classic one.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever owned a Mega Man game.
I didn't love violence. I didn't love like actual
Tim,
violence.
You're a real little
yeah,
sissy.
I didn't. Yeah,
it was a little cartoon man with a gun hand.
Yeah, no,
and not like bullets. It shot out like energy blasts.
Yeah, but I didn't like punching, kicking, or shooting. I'll jump on a Koopa Troopa.
Can I play a game where I'm a doctor and I'm helping people? God, what a coward. This week's episode of The Complete Guide to Everything is brought to you by Blue Apron. Tim, you know Blue Apron. You love them.
I love them. They send me food.
They send you food. They send you all the ingredients. They're locally sourced, professional recipes with easy-to-follow instructions. Even a dummy could do it.
You've done it.
Yeah, exactly, Tim. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, not in so many words, but... So, Blue Apron, it's less than $10 per meal. Blue Apron delivers seasonal recipes along with pre-portioned ingredients to make delicious home-cooked meals. Blue Apron knows that when you cook with incredible ingredients, you make incredible meals, so they set the highest quality standards for their community of artisanal suppliers, family-run farms, fisheries, and ranchers. Whether it's Japanese ramen noodles, wild-caught Alaskan salmon, or heirloom tomatoes, Blue Apron knows... Old tomatoes. But fresh old tomatoes. Blue Apron knows you best, Tim. Let me tell you about what they got coming in November.
When I said old, I meant like collector's items.
Exactly.
Sorry. Never mind. I'll step back.
Yeah, just please.
Sorry. Tell me about the menu items.
Let me tell you about what's coming in November, Tim. Pan-seared chicken with roasted fall vegetables and butter caper sauce.
You see what I'm doing?
Yeah, I wish you wouldn't. Spicy lotus root and purple carrot stir fry with sweet potato noodles. See, that's not something I'd ever have the courage to be like, I'm going to make that tonight. Let me figure out what I need.
Sweet potato noodles, I've never even heard of. And guess what?
Great.
I love sweet potatoes. I love noodles. Broadening my horizons.
I mean, that's just the side, Tim.
Yeah. And that's just the words. The words are inspiring me.
Lemongrass roasted port with Romanesco cauliflower. And
cauliflower
and coconut rice.
Wow. I love coconut rice, Tom.
Yeah, coconut rice is great. A lot of variety, which is a big problem when I cook. Like, I know how to cook a handful of things, but with Blue Apron, I get variety. I get things like that I wouldn't normally try and take on. The
Kraft mac and cheese and ground beef. That's all I've ever had at your house.
Customizable recipes. So you can customize your recipes each week based on your preferences. So if you have certain dietary restrictions or there's things you don't like, if you don't like fish, you can be like, yeah, don't send me any fish. And they'll be like, no problem. And it's very easy because it comes with step-by-step, easy-to-follow recipe cards and pre-portioned ingredients.
You're getting very excited about
and
Blue Apron.
They can be
You're
prepared.
Sweating. Calm down, Tom.
Prepared in 40 minutes or less. Check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/guide.
That's absurd. They'll send you 3 free meals worth of food for free.
Yeah, that's
Try it out.
The word free comes in, Tim. You will love
free food.
You will love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. That's blueapron.com/guide. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. All right, Tim. Metroid. You already gave your opinions. I believe that's a very difficult game to play.
Yeah. Oh, I should know.
Requires skill.
Yeah, I was never good at video games. To this day, not good at.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any game that I've been good at.
Puzzle games I'll do well at.
Right, like Tetris and Dr. Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would try and be like real good at Street Fighter and stuff, and like to this day I'm not good at Street Fighter games. Like I have Street Fighter 5 and I've played it a bit, and then somebody will come over and I'll be like, "Hey, I got a new Street Fighter." And they'll be like, "Yeah, cool," and beat the hell out of me.
They learn the moves so quickly. I don't have the
No,
presence
I'm saying
of
like
mind.
somebody who doesn't even learn the moves. Somebody who's like, "Oh, I haven't played Street Fighter in 15 years."
I panic as soon as the fight starts in Street Fighter.
We've already established that you're a real coward with the fighting.
But like,
somebody's gonna get hurt.
I can't be clear-headed. I can't be like punch, kick, block. I'm just like buttons, buttons, buttons.
Right. Well, you don't have to say them out loud.
That's probably tripping me up.
Yeah.
It's like when a guitar player like sings along with this guitar solo. Yeah, like bluesmen.
Ninja Gaiden.